It's important to remember that any man at any age can experience problems with erections during their lifetime. What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Holly, certified sex and relationship therapist, and today we're exploring practical, evidence-based ways to naturally enhance your erections. That's right, no drugs, no little blue pill, no gas station gold rhino. You know what I'm talking about. Erectile dysfunction, or ED, is something that many men experience at some point in their lives. It can be caused by a variety of physical, emotional, and lifestyle factors. So today, let's break it down step by step and see what you can do to take control of your sexual health. My first tip is to maintain a healthy weight and diet. Studies have shown that being overweight can cause higher estrogen levels in men, which may affect erections. Research also shows that following a Mediterranean diet rich in vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy oils like olive oil can improve lipid and glucose metabolism, enhance antioxidant defenses, and boost nitric oxide activity. These factors all contribute to better blood flow and thus stronger erections. My second tip is to exercise regularly. Exercise isn't just good for your waistline, but it's also great for your erections. Physical activity helps to keep cholesterol levels low, which thus improves the function of arteries and blood flow to the penis, allowing you to have firmer, better erections. Plus, exercise is a fantastic way to relieve stress, and stress is shown to be one of the biggest contributors to erectile dysfunction. So if you're not already on a regular exercise regimen, I suggest you get into one. Tip number 3, stop smoking. If you smoke, this might be your sign to quit. Smoking damages the arteries that are crucial for healthy blood flow to the penis, and research confirms that smoking and use of tobacco is directly linked to erectile dysfunction. So, as if we didn't need another reason to stop smoking, perhaps your erections might be the reason for you to finally put down that pack of cigarettes or that vape. Tip number 4, manage stress and anxiety. 9 times out of 10, by the time a client gets to me for therapy to address difficulties with having or maintaining an erection, the problem usually goes down to stress and anxiety. What tends to happen is somebody might experience the loss of erection during a sexual experience, and when that happens, they feel bad about it and might even have a negative interaction with their partner because of that. From that point, the next time they engage in a sexual interaction, they have that in the back of their mind, causing some stress and anxiety about the encounter, which then feeds into them potentially losing the erection again. So, clients will develop this negative feedback loop of fear of losing an erection, which then plays into them actually losing an erection. So what I recommend for this is to do something to help manage the stress and anxiety that you feel, whether that be through yoga, meditation, exercise, or working with a therapist to help challenge those negative feedback loops and maladaptive thought patterns that are contributing to the anxiety and loss of erection. Additionally, other stressors outside of the bedroom can contribute to stress in the bedroom. So I encourage you to take time to relax and learn to manage those stressors. After all, when you're more relaxed in the bedroom, you're more focused on just being present and experiencing pleasure. Next, I recommend exploring your body in fantasies. Exploring your body and what turns you on is crucial to a pleasurable sexual experience and thus firmer erections. It's important not to just focus on what's happening in the genitals, but your whole body as part of the sexual experience. You might actually need more than just penile stimulation for a firm erection. So think beyond that, perhaps different areas of the genitals or different erogenous zones like the neck or the backs of the legs, or what more importantly, our biggest sex organ, which is what is between the ears, our brain. So what mentally turns you on? A big part of experiencing erection and arousal is what is happening with us mentally. So I often recommend taking some time to explore your body, explore your mental turn-ons, your fantasies, and how to tune into those when you're in a sexual experience. Also, it's important to communicate these things with a partner so that way you can incorporate them into your partnered play. Tip number 6 is to do pelvic floor exercises. Strengthening your pelvic floor can help to improve erections, and regularly strengthening your pelvic floor through exercises such as Kegels can show noticeable improvement in your erections over time. So how do you do Kegels? Well, first you want to identify the right muscles by trying to stop your flow of urine midstream. Once you've identified those muscles, contract them and hold for 3 to 5 seconds, making sure not to also hold your abdomen, thighs, or buttocks. Then, relax for about the same amount of time and repeat the exercise 10 to 15 times. You can aim to do this routine 3 times a day or as long as feels physically uncomfortable for you. Like any other muscles, your pelvic floor needs regular practice to stay strong and effective. But strengthening these muscles can help to improve blood flow, enhance control, and support firmer erections. It's a simple, medication-free way to boost your sexual health naturally. If you'd like a more detailed guide on how to engage in Kegels and pelvic floor exercises for folks with penises, check the link down below for a guide on how to do that. Tip number 7 is to keep your alcohol use in check. While the occasional drink might help you relax, excessive alcohol can interfere with erections. This is because alcohol affects testosterone production and brain signals that tell the penis to fill with blood and thus create the erection. So if you are going to drink, aim to stay within the recommended limit of 2 1-ounce drinks of hard liquor or 2 4-ounce glasses of wine. I also recommend making sure that you prioritize sleep. Yes, yet another reason for you to get good sleep, your erections. If you snore, make sure to get checked for sleep apnea, which can keep the body's tissues, including the penis, from getting enough oxygen. Research suggests that around half the people with sleep apnea also experience ED. Other research suggests that the number may be even higher. For example, one study of 401 participants found that 92% had sleep apnea and 69% of these people also had erectile dysfunction. Aside from oxygen restriction, the link between the two may relate to testosterone levels. People with sleep apnea tend to have lower levels of testosterone, which is an essential hormone in relation to sexual activity and erections. Number 9, see your doctor annually. It's important to check in with your doctor for your annual comprehensive checkup, especially when it comes to your sexual health. Your doctor can help to ensure that your hormones, such as testosterone and other key markers, are in balance, because even the slightest imbalance in hormones can have a significant impact on your sexual health and your erections, libido, and overall well-being. In addition to hormone levels, be sure to review any medications you're taking with your healthcare provider. Certain medications, such as those for blood pressure, depression, and even over-the-counter medications, can interfere with sexual function by affecting blood flow, hormone production, or nerve sensitivity. If you suspect that your medication might be playing a role in your sexual health, make sure to connect with your doctor and have a conversation about the medications you're taking and what other options or adjustments you might be able to make. Remember, prioritizing your health with regular medical checkups is a proactive step toward maintaining not only your erections, but also your overall physical and mental well-being. Number 10, and this one might surprise you, is to be mindful of cycling. If you're an avid cyclist, it's important to be mindful of how your workout routine might be affecting your sexual health. Many men are unaware that prolonged cycling can contribute to erectile issues due to the way that the seat and the riding posture put pressure on the perineum, that area between the scrotum and the anus. This prolonged pressure can compress vital nerves and blood vessels that are responsible for healthy penile function, potentially leading to numbness, decreased sensitivity, and even long-term erectile difficulties. Studies have shown that repeated exposure to this type of compression can result in reduced blood flow to the genital area, leading to temporary or, in some cases, even chronic issues with erectile function. If you've noticed changes in your erections and are a regular cyclist, it might be worth considering adjustments such as investing in a wider, cushioned saddle-style seat that will reduce the amount of pressure on that area, or altering your riding posture to relieve strain on the pelvic region. Taking breaks during long rides and incorporating different forms of exercise such as swimming or strength training can also help to balance out your fitness routine while reducing potential risk to your erection functioning. If you're experiencing persistent issues, it's a good idea to consult with your healthcare provider to explore solutions that allow you to stay active while protecting your sexual health. Last but not least, tip number 11, and this is perhaps my most important tip, and that is to know that experiencing difficulty with erections is normal. Realize that every man at any age occasionally experiences problems with erections. Now, the prevalence of ED varies across different studies, but here's a little bit about what we do know. The large Massachusetts Male Aging Study, or MMAS, showed a prevalence of ED of 52% in Boston men aged 40 to 70. The European Male Aging Study suggested a prevalence of 6% to 64% depending on the age, with 30% being the average prevalence. Multiple other studies suggested about 20% of men over the age of 30 have had some experience with this disorder, defined as the inability to maintain an erection as desired. Across the board in these studies, there appears to be a higher risk of ED with increased age. However, it's important to remember that any man at any age can experience problems with erections during their lifetime. So remember, it's perfectly normal to face challenges with erections at some point in your life. These tips are a starting point, but if you're struggling, it might be time to consult with a healthcare provider to rule out any underlying medical conditions. Also remember, I am a sex therapist, but I am not your sex therapist. So please consult a medical doctor or sex therapist near you if you have concerns about your erections or your overall sexual functioning. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on sexual health and wellness brought directly to you. And as always, feel free to share this video with someone who you think might benefit. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and remember, you deserve a healthy, happy, and pleasurable life.